Hello students, welcome to part 2 of how to program the video game Doom on the Broom using Scratch. So the witch's only defense against the rampaging spooks will be her fireball spell. The next script will make a fireball shoot from her broomstick when the player presses the space bar. Okay, so from the sprites list we're going to add a new sprite. So let's click on choose a sprite from the library. We're going to choose the ball sprite, and then in the bottom right hand corner let's click OK. We're immediately going to change the ball sprite's name to Fireball. So let's click on the I button and let's change ball to Fireball. And then let's click the back button. Now you see here that the fireball is very big, but we're going to change that. Okay? So make sure that you've clicked on the fireball sprite, and we're going to add 2 scripts to the fireball sprite. Okay, so let's start with the events blocks, and as usual we start with when the green flag is clicked. We're going to click on the purple looks blocks, and we're going to set the size. So let's click on a set size to, and we'll make the ball very small. We're going to manually type in 10%. Then I want you to hide it. Okay? So this block here hides the original sprite so that we will only see the clones. Okay, so let's start a second script. I'm going to do it right beside it. So I'm going to go to control blocks, and I'm going to grab a when I start as a clone. When I start as a clone, we're going to go to motion, and we're going to grab the go to block. Go to. Okay, so in this case, we want the fireball to go to the witch. So let's click the down arrow and let's click witch. We want to grab a point in direction block, point in direction. And instead of manually typing in a degree sign here or degree number, we're going to go to the sensing blocks. And we've used this before, I think only one time, but we're going to grab an of block, something of something. So in the first block, in the first half, we're going to choose the down, we're going to click on the down arrow and we're going to choose direction. So direction of, and not the fireball, but the witch. Okay, so that clone is going to go in the direction of the witch. So we're going to now grab the of block and place it inside the point in direction block. Point in direction, direction of witch. Let's go back to the motion blocks and let's grab a move steps block. Move, and originally we're going to have it move 20 steps. Okay, so these 3 blocks here make a fireball appear at the tip of the witch's broom. Okay, then the fireball copies its direction from the witch. So let's go to the looks blocks and let's go show. We're going to finally show that clone. And then we'll go to the control blocks and we'll grab a repeat until. Repeat until. So we're going to have this loop here, repeat until, and then we'll go to the sensing blocks and we'll repeat it until it's touching. Repeat until touching, and then we'll click the down arrow, the edge. So the clone will keep moving until it touches an edge. We're going to go to the the motion blocks, and we're going to grab a move steps block. So the clone is going to now move in 10-step increments. And then once it hits the edge, let's go to control, and we're going to delete this clone. Okay? Okay, so the scripts for the fireball are done. So let's click back on the witch. So let's click on the witch sprite here, the witch sprite. And we're going to add, even though we have quite a complicated script already, we're going to add another one. I'm going to build it to the side here. So I'm going to go to the events blocks and I'm going to grab when the green flag is clicked. I'm going to grab a forever block from the control blocks. Click on the control blocks and I'm going to grab forever. Forever. Okay. And then I want an if-then loop. So let's grab an if-then loop, if-then block, and place it inside the forever block. So if what? So let's go to the sensing blocks. So if key is pressed, let's place that in here. if the key is pressed. And what key do we want? We want the space bar. The space bar will shoot the fireball, this fireball spell, from the witch's broom. So key space is pressed. We'll go to the control blocks and we'll go create a clone. We'll place that inside the if then block. Now I don't want a clone of the witch. I want a clone of the fireball. So let's change that to fireball. And then I'm going to grab a wait until block and place it underneath the create clone of wait until. So we're going to do something different here. We're going to go to the green operators block and we're going to grab a not block. Here we go, not. And I'm going to go back to the green, the light blue sensing blocks, and I'm going to grab another key is pressed. Okay, and I want to make sure that it's the space bar here. Okay, so this is going to go inside the wait until not key space bar is pressed. So this doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. So what this block does is without it, the player could hold on the space bar for a constant stream of fireballs. So this only allows you to shoot one fireball at a time when you press the space bar. Okay? Okay, so let's go to File and let's save now. So here's what we're looking for when we test the game so far. When we click on the green flag, we want to be able to rotate the witch's direction around, and I want you to hit the space bar and make sure that it's shooting a fireball one at a time. Now you can shoot rapidly, you can hit the space bar many times in rapid succession, but it will only fire one fireball at a time. Okay, so let's click on the green flag and I want you to rotate around and then make sure that it's shooting that fireball in the direction that the witch is facing. Okay, you can shoot multiple ones in rapid succession. Okay, that seems to work just fine. So I'm going to click on the stop sign. I'm going to go once again to File, Save Now. So this concludes part 2 of the video game project Doom on the Broom. Thanks for watching. Bye.